start again. So we may be coming back online here. Let's see, guys. If you can hear us, we're trying. We're waiting a second here to see what's going on. It's like OBS took a crap. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stop it again because we're not on camera.
Oh shit.
Okay, okay. They should see a black screen, so it's going to stop again for a second. All right, they can hear us again. All right, it's going to stop again for a second, but hold on a second. We'll be right back. We should be coming back up. You should see us again in a second. Okay, you should be able to see us. All right, I don't know what happened there. It looks like OBS took a dump. It could have been a little internet outage really quick or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. We're back. We got 10 people watching.
Holy shit.
I think. We'll give us a second. We'll get everybody a second to get back. Hopefully. The problem is now this is going to be a new URL.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'm sure we streamed too long. It was offline too long. I'm not sure. Rebounded like my Aggies. Yes, we're back. We're back. I think. Hopefully, everybody can find this again because I'm sure that now it says 129, but this will be a separate URL, so people can go to youtube.com/smokescreenvids1/live to get to this thing because this is probably this is definitely a new thing. Hold on one second.
I mean, I was watching on my phone.
I see 0 viewers here. Let's see here.
Well, no, yeah, I see what you're saying because the.
Yep. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. We're getting it. We're getting it. Which one is this? That's the last one, I'm sure.
Hour and 15:30.
Yeah, that's the last one. So that's already processing of the video.
Damn it, man.
So we need the new one.
Which is, I saw it.
Did you see it?
It was in that
sidebar. Oh, it was in the sidebar. I need to grab that. This one. Yeah. There we go. All right, so now there's going to be a part 1 and 2.
I'll be damned.
Damn it.
It's only happened a couple times.
One second, guys. I'm just going to fix this really quick. That way I can keep up with the live numbers here. So give me a second. I apologize. Always some technical difficulties. And this... Okay, so let's do this.
I have no idea what the fuck he's doing.
I'm doing viewers and likes so we can tell what is going on. One second, guys. We'll be right back at it. I'm just fixing one thing here because this, unfortunately, now is 2 different streams, or 2 different videos, I should say. All right, so that is viewers. So I have to fix this live here, but I apologize. We're getting it.
What the motherfucking shit?
All right, so now that should be updated viewers.
Top chat and live chat's pissing me off.
What's that?
We used to have live chat only. Now it's top
that
chat
whole
and
top
live
chat shit. Yeah, I don't understand either. Just leave it live chat. I don't get it. All right. Okay, so yes, this is a new video now, so I will have to rename these after the stream. Now it should be live in the bottom corner, 53 likes, because this is obviously the new one. And let me make sure we're muted there. Okay, all right. And let me go back to our live dashboard. Okay, Paula Marie's saying volume. Are we low? Are we low? Can you hear us?
Cool.
Or James is low?
I haven't really been talking. I kind of got up here in front of the mic up here.
Yeah, that
was the problem.
That'll definitely do it. Volume up, she's saying. I think I got the volume. Okay, I can turn it up a little bit. I can turn it up a little bit more. That's as far as I can get it. So we'll just kind of have to lean over here if we're having an audio issue too all of a sudden. It's a little low for both. Okay, so I raised as much as I could. All right, I see it moving though, so it should be fairly reasonable.
Cool.
Okay, Carol's saying we're good. We're good.
I think we're good.
Okay. Anyway, all right, where were we? Sorry about that. Now it's going to be a new video, so this will be, I have to go rename these part 1 and 2. So yeah, drop a like and all that good, and share it if people want to come back, because they're seeing the old one now. This will be a brand new URL.
I broke it.
Yeah, his eyeball, his eyeball did it.
I flipped a coin. It's gonna be my nipple or my eyeball.
Jay from State Farm with the bill-saving super chat.
Thank you.
Please pay your bills. I know it's rough. Thank you, Jake from State Farm.
Thanks,
It is rough, and I'll tell you why I'm broke right now, Jake. It's because of State Farm. I'm just saying.
That's funny as hell.
Actually, it's not State Farm.
Is it not?
But my insurance.
I was gonna say I saw State Farm laying in there.
Yeah, no, it's my insurance. Yeah, homeowners insurance that they hadn't refunded me because I actually double paid it. Anyway, that was my bad though. It's Jake's from State Farm's fault, y'all. Okay, where are we at? Let's grab Herb. I see you have a question, man. I see. We'll get your question if we can. If somebody grabs it, that's fine. But yeah, we're trying to grab other people's that hadn't been in the chat. We hadn't seen them. New names and new faces. But yes, we see you, Herb. We see you. Let's see. Where are we at? Damn, Nightbot.
So I guess you guys need to go back and like it again. Thank you so much.
Yes, please re-like it. Please like it. McGregor Hall, Chris, you should try and get sponsors. I do have a few sponsors, McGregor, actually. I have. They're always in every description and every video description. And I don't shout them out we don't have a contract like that. But it's more of a affiliate thing that's in some cases. Some things are per video, so that's why I don't mention them every time.
It's time to reach out to Sundrop again.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see if we can do that.
We caught them at a bad time.
Yeah, we did. We did catch them, and they were going down financially. Apparently, there was a form we tried that. So we did. James found a form. I filled it out. We got turned down. But that was when they were in financial trouble. So now they're back on their feet and good.
That's right.
So we need to find that again and see if that's even available. I don't even know if that website's still there, honestly.
We put them bastards on the map.
Damn right. But yeah, McGregor, I have a few sponsors. I mean, whether it's Audible or, these gaming chairs behind me that you see me sitting in and some other things, everything's in the description for all this kind of stuff.
Good morning, Jackie.
Let's see here. Okay, here's Herb's question. Proto Peach grabbed.
Awesome.
Herb says, does HBO have a contingency plan if D&D do something stupid and get fired, or if something happens to them that they have to replace them? I don't know. Herb, if they have a contingency plan. I wouldn't imagine, though, they're going to get fired since they're working on the last season. I think they've been fairly successful.
Did you say they're doing Star Wars? What did I hear?
Yes, they're doing a Star Wars trilogy.
Yes,
they're going to do Star Wars movies.
So after that's their contingency plan.
They're not. They're already probably halfway or more done with season 8 as far as filming anyway. I mean, there's a lot of stuff left to do. Obviously, got a year to go. But they may. I'm sure they have other writers there anyway. You got to remember, it's not just Dan and Dave. They are the executive producers and the head writers, but other people do write. But they're already on season 8. I don't think they're going anywhere. Obviously, unless they've some shit comes out or whatever. It had to be something crazy, because they obviously it's the most. I mean, the biggest show on television ever. So, but yeah, I would assume that they would have plans like that in place. Any studio would. So, but I wouldn't know who that would be. Let's see here. K Woods is asking, K Woods 7382 Q&A, are you going to do another Dragon Raised by Wolves video? Well, we don't know. We did part 5, which really, I think in pretty good detail laid out what we think's going to happen.
I agree.
By the way, if you want to share a video on this channel, please share that one.
Yeah, please.
That is, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have it named Dragon Raised by Wolves Part 5, but you've seen the latest version. How it's going to end or whatever. So
is it in the playlist?
It's in the playlist. It is in the Dragon playlist. All that good stuff. But it's in the regular other playlist as well. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if we'll need to. Now, I will say if I have some kind of epiphany,
Right.
and there's some small detail or something big, or maybe I see something different, and I think, well, that's not quite right. This could be it. Yeah, I mean, for sure. If something comes up, we'll definitely do another one. If we need to add to that or change a theory or something like that, we'll definitely do that. Echo, are you going to interview Jon Snow as well? I didn't plan on it. I'm reaching out to Kit Harington though. No, no. I tell you what though. Speaking of actual, not that Jon Snow, or I should say Con Snow.
Yeah.
You know, he does his thing. He's awesome. But I did reach out to Jason Momoa, and now I'll probably never hear back from Jason Momoa. But we'll see. You know, you never know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know. I gotta have other things to do on this channel besides just Game of Thrones, but I would like to interview some big people like that. Maybe that can happen. So maybe one day.
Tag him in a tweet, people.
Yeah. So that would be kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see if we can get a hold of some real talent, some real superstars out there. Let's see here. Brilliant Alias, does Bran have Bloodraven in him? Are you kidding me?
I saw some kind of flicker.
Okay, now we're back. I don't know what's going on. We still going? Stream resume now? Oh yeah. Okay, so definitely YouTube's having problems then, obviously, because we're good.
See, somebody says
offline.
Yeah,
it's going off and on. Let me do it, guys. If you can still hear it, so I'm just going to check. Everything on our end is actually good. We're not losing any frames or anything. We have internet speeds. Just checking. Let's see. Are we off now? No, we're kind of back, and it's buffering. Just it's flickering a little bit. Yeah, we're good. We're good on our end. I don't know. Something's going on maybe with YouTube then, obviously, because yeah, we're good. We have. I mean, there's like
I saw a flicker out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I did too. I saw it that time. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't know. Okay, we'll continue as long as we can. Anyway, if it's lagging, you can try to refresh the page. Maybe that may help. I don't know if it don't catch up. Where are we? Dylan says, Q&A, will Cersei march north? If she does, will the Golden Company break their contract to fight for the living? Yes, they will. I absolutely think they will. They've set that up. They've never broken a contract, but they will. They have in the books, but in the show, they absolutely will. They'll fight for the living and a Targaryen. Cersei herself will obviously never leave King's Landing, but I mean, she's going to try. I don't know if she would even send. I don't know. I think her plan right now is to fight whoever's left.
Damn right.
Of the Northern War for the Dawn. She knows they're real, so I think that's her plan. Is to kind of. I think she gave even Joffrey sound advice in season 2 when she said you don't go up north. It's too wild. You can't control it. You know, you can't ask these men to go kill their neighbors.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So yeah, I don't think she would ever send anybody north to actually fight in, which she plans on winning. I think her idea is to wait. So, but we should see maybe, depending on when the Golden Company turns or whoever, whether they go north or whether they have to. We see Jon and company come south.
Yes.
To kind of get the hell out of Dodge.
Right.
Yes, I am using OBS. Somebody just asked me if I'm using
Fractured.
Is it fractured? Yeah, OBS. There does seem to be an issue with OBS, so there's an update I need to do. I saw that earlier, so we'll do that. I will update it. But it looks, on my end, it looks good. But it could be OBS flickering or something. Joy Props with the super chat. Thank you, Joy. How did y'all hook up with Ozzy Man? How did y'all meet? I have been talking to Ozzy Man for about a year and a half. Just in the background, I reached out to him probably a year and a half ago, at least that. Maybe a little longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we were talking about I was asking about some behind-the-scenes YouTube stuff and all that kind of stuff, and we just got to chatting over email, and so we've been talking off and on ever since. Joyce. So that's how that happened. And then I just asked him, hey, you wanna let's do something together? And we were trying to do something on my channel, the main channel here, and that will still happen at some point before season 8, I think. But we just don't have that nailed down. But I asked him also to come on the side effect, and he was available, so that's how that happened. So a lot of fun, Hopefully we can do some more stuff together. Either way. And he's welcome to come on there anytime.
Oh, yeah, he fit right in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see.
Good night, Amanda.
Uh-oh.
I don't know which Amanda it is, but I saw somebody say that.
Good night, Amanda. If you're going to sleep, was that Amanda? Certainly wasn't Stuart, or she might have to work though. She might have to work. Let's see here. Kyle Dubs has a question from Anthony. Q&A: how do you think Jorah will go down? Oh, man, I don't know. I would like to see Jorah live, but those are, we were talking about last week, and this is a kind of you got to kind of throw this disclaimer out there. Everybody can't have this honorable death.
No.
Everybody can't, where they die saving somebody they love or doing, taking a few out with them, whatever. But I think Jorah would actually fit in that for full redemption and all that kind of stuff. Saving Dany would actually fit his character.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because every character can't go out in some heroic thing. Some people just have to get stabbed in the back, by a White Walker or a bunch of whites or whatever. So, but I think that does fit for Jorah, though. I think that would be a good ending for Jorah to go out really doing something for Dany or the whole cause.
Totally see it.
Kind of Dany and Jon are now kind of one anyway. So even just the whole cause, saving her or anybody or even Jon, that would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of thing where he saves. She knows that he knows they're in love, but he still saves Jon, and she sees that last heroic moment.
Yes,
I think it's fitting to George's going to die with a broken heart. Says he
more
might
likely, just like me. I'm doomed.
You're Jorah. Yeah. No. Oh shit. That could happen though. Carol Brown, are you out? Good night, Carol Brown, if you're out.
Oh, good night.
Sorry for all the technical difficulties, everybody, but good night, Carol. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, let's see. Doc Holliday's in the house. I have not seen Doc's name in here yet. It's just flying by. I think it would be fitting, Anthony. Saving Jon would be fitting for, you would see that he's absolutely putting Dany first. You know what I mean?
Which
is unconditional love. It's a whole different level. Friend zone, or not, that's the way it is. I think that would be good.
Oh my God, Carol Brown.
What?
Read that right there. Right there.
Jorah dies of friend scale.
That's cool.
That may very well happen. Yeah, forget all the lovey-dovey shit I just said. That's it. He's gonna get this. He's gonna get this rash. Is going to finally overtake him, and he's just going to fucking fall over before he ever picks up a sword. Jay Stom, the Fortnite expert. Jay Stom, let me tell you something. Ask James. I finished 6th 7 times in a row.
Yes.
Earlier.
And I had to keep saying, at least you're consistent.
He did. He was trying to back me up when I was cussing on the couch is what was happening.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Fortnite. If you notice, that's the music I'm using tonight because I can use that royalty free. Because y'all kept, complaining about the meow cat shit. Even my mom. Let me tell you this. Mama Smokescreen, right before this stream started, I hit that button at 10:30, maybe 10:31 to start streaming, playing the music.
Yep.
So you guys could pile in, get ready, get your beer, all that stuff like we do. And Mama Smokescreen texts me and says, get your ass online. Everybody's tired of y'all being late, and they don't like the damn music. She's already running the damn show.
She sure did.
Mama Smokescreen, if you're still in the house, I don't know if you are or not. I doubt she is now, but
shit.
That's her personality for sure. But anyway, Jay Stom has a question. Do you guys believe that final battle between the living and the dead could be very anticlimactic due to the fact that we've been waiting 8 seasons and it could just end in one battle. I think it's certainly possible. It depends on how they do it. If they make it last one episode, like if it was episode 6 or 5 and then 6 was a rebuilding episode, just one episode would suck. If it was the entire season, it would suck. They got to find that balance where you still deal with Cersei and at the same time, and that's part of it. But yeah, it's almost, if you think about it, anything. It really depends on the Night King's answers to the question, whether he verbally says that or not, like we were talking about earlier, or whether however we get the answers. It really depends on that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you want to see ice versus fire in the air. You want to see that. So I don't know. Yeah. It really depends on how they do it, but I think you're right. It could be. It could be.
See if you can grab it. There you go.
This one here? Yep. Okay. Damn, did I lose? Oh, no.
You did lose it.
What the hell?
Peach had it.
Proto Peach, I know I had a question there.
What?
Cow dubs. I'm going to read this out loud because it's funny as hell.
That is funny.
Cow Dub says, if Jorah is turned into a white, his eyes will match his balls.
That is funny as hell.
That is true. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to...
Keep going that
Proto
way.
Peach, you had a question from somebody.
Yes.
I lost it. This chat is
jumping. I want to see what you say about it.
Damn it.
Right there.
Is that it?
That's
okay.
It. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Proto Peach has a question from... I'm going to try this. Let me just say, is that Agnieszka? Agnieszka? I think. Agnieszka. Okay, Q&A. I came to the conclusion that D&D didn't make up the Sansa being raped. After reading her sample chapter from WoW, I'm almost sure she'll be raped by Harry the Heir. Thoughts? I agree. This is why I think, this is what I was saying before. We've seen more of Winds of Winter than we think.
Right.
And that people want to admit. Harry is a bastard. He would do it. So I do not doubt that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that I think we're seeing a lot of Winds of Winter stuff that people don't want to admit we've seen. You saw it. People obviously know we've seen things from sample chapters already, like the Arya stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sansa thing is very similar. I do agree with that. I don't know. I mean, they could have simply did that to make it more, Ramsay more horrible and to see her come through and be that much stronger for getting through that kind of thing. But you're right. I think it could certainly happen in the books by Harry. So I think we have seen more stuff than we would like to believe. Let's see. Dante, here's an interesting question from Dante Ferris. Q&A, which 3 characters would you like to see killed? And by which characters, hands, swords, magical penises, etc., would you like to see him killed by? Oh, man. I want to see Cersei killed by Jaime. And I want him to prove that he can still choke somebody with one hand. Because a lot of people said he can't choke anybody. He's only got one hand. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So Jaime, kill Cersei. I know these are kind of, I guess they're everybody's answers. The Mountain by the Hound. And I want him to use fire. Fire on a sword.
Definitely.
I want him to light his sword up like Beric and stick it through his damn face or whatever. I don't care. Just use fire. The Hound, maybe with Arya, kills the Mountain. And a third one.
I've got one that
go
popular, and it's not gonna make me popular.
Go for it.
I want to see Gendry killed. I don't like his character. I'll say by Euron. We'll just throw that out there.
Interesting. You
His
don't like
character
Gendry?
annoys the fuck out of me for some reason.
Yeah,
I liked him when he was the blacksmith and had the secret, and I just thought I liked him then. But now that he's in the pack,
he's kind of cocky.
Yes, and he's got bowed out and all that shit.
Yeah, like he could. Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I didn't expect him to be that way.
I can kind of see that. Yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I shouldn't wish death on him.
Well, that's the thing. Like Val, Val has mentioned several times in podcasts and on. She would like to see. She wants to see Arya get killed.
Really?
Yeah, she wants to see Arya die. She's pulling for it. So I mean, but she's not because she hates her,
right?
Because the storytelling wise, you know what I mean?
See, yeah.
So there's you can have your reasons. It's legitimate. But anyway, I was just two for me. I'm sure there's many more. I'm sure. I'll say this one more, and this is pretty standard too. I think Euron by Theon.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that.
Euron by Theon.
I actually was going to say that's why Euron was on my mind.
Yeah,
actually.
and matter of fact, I think it'd be kind of funny if he actually cut off his dick and stuffed it in his mouth. That would be funny.
Oh yes,
because he's been making fun of him the whole time.
Yes.
All the cock jokes.
That might happen.
And then cut his tongue out, and replace it with his man parts. I'm just saying.
Kyle Dove says, "Well, now Val's on his list."
Yeah, I see it there. Let's see. Yeah, somebody said Dante's agreeing.
Herb says, "James, how could you?" That makes me feel bad.
Yeah, I don't look. I'll say this. I do get you. I don't want him to die, but I do.
Yeah,
I
that
do
might
see
be harsh.
your point.
Okay, good.
I do see your point. He did come off like, okay, you've been just hiding for 4 seasons.
Yeah, we saved your ass, dude. I mean,
you
were chosen.
Sure, you got a little stronger, but I mean, has he been practicing fighting somewhere? I don't know. Because Arya had to tell him how to stand.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a natural kind of badass with his dad, I guess, but still. He was a little cocky. But, yeah, I don't know. Then again, he kind of got knocked down a notch when he ran back 14 miles.
I was thinking about that when I
because he's like, John's
when
like,
I was
go.
saying it,
He's like, but I want to, you're the fastest.
Yes.
Yeah. So he kind of got knocked down a notch.
I was thinking that a little bit.
Maybe we'll see how he comes off in season 8. Ooh, you nasty. Sorry, Preston. I don't know if you're referring to me or not. I was just throwing out a nasty detail. Yeah, let me check. All right. Whoa. Michael Smith on Patreon. Thank you, Michael. What do you think of the new Avengers trailer? Freaking loved it.
Hell yes, me too.
Loved it. I'm looking forward to the Avengers, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna say anything. I won't say any names, but if you think this is going to have a bunch of people, everybody survives this, you ain't been paying attention. Not gonna happen. I love the trailer. It looks damn good. I'm really excited about it. Marvel has their shit together, so I'm always excited about a Marvel movie as compared to a DC movie, which they're doing better.
They are
doing better, but Marvel's got their shit together. So I look forward to it, and you're going to see. God, this is a huge cast of superstars. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Doc Holliday,
what's up, brother?
Here we go. Going to let you continue the Catelyn rant. This is for each of you. If you were a character and could kill someone in the show, which character would it be, and why, and how would you do it? So for Chris, how would you kill Catelyn? Wait a minute. How do you know, Doc? How do you know this guy? I mean, I wouldn't know if I'd kill her. Just because I don't like her, don't mean I'm gonna kill her. But I don't know. Let's see.
Kind of like the way she died, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who you go. I mean, I'm trying to think of how I would kill Catelyn if he's making me pick. Catelyn.
You just described that. One I'd like to see the most. You're on.
Oh, you're on a Theon. Yeah,
it'd be cool to cut his tongue off, cut his dick off, and put his dick in his mouth.
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, I got kind of graphic with that, but I just want to throw in that detail because
he has dogged him.
He's completely dogged him.
Yeah, and he cuts people's tongues out.
He absolutely does, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, Doc. I honestly don't know. In the show, Catelyn was a lot better than book Catelyn. I will give her that. I will say this: if in the books, Lady Stoneheart, and it's a book thing, but if Lady Stoneheart would save Jon, I would almost, nah, never mind. Catelyn still, I still don't like her. Still don't like her, because Lady Stoneheart's like a different character. It's not really her, you know what I mean? But I think that could, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll pick somebody else to think about it, Doc, because, I mean, I don't know how much worse it can get than Catelyn getting her throat slit.
Yes, watching her kids die.
Yeah, I don't know. LC, let me think about that one, Doc. Maybe, and James, you're saying the Euron Theon thing.
Yeah,
you
I put that in my mind, but I like
I
that.
did say that earlier. I think that would work for me too. I'll try to think of another good one. LC Many, what do you think of the old Kings of Winter raised from the dead, and Lyanna and Dany's brother tell Jon the truth and save his life? Remember Dany, bro? What? Remember Dany never found any, maybe buried in Winterfell with Lyanna. Oh, Dany's brother body never found. Dany's brother. You talking about Rhaegar? No, Rhaegar was likely burned. So you're saying Rhaegar and Lyanna raised from the dead and tell Jon the truth? Yeah, they can't be raised from the dead though, Manny. I don't think. You're talking about Rhaegar was likely burned on the field at the fork, the Ruby Ford. So I think that that's the way that went down. So there's nothing to raise, and Lyanna's bones. She couldn't be raised in a way where she could speak and give information. So you're going to have to rely on flashbacks and things for stuff like that with Lyanna. Let's see, Ricky Gerard. Thank you, Ricky. I'm kind of hoping the Night King sounds like Christopher Walken. We need more cowbell.
Awesome.
We need more cowbell. Yeah, that would be now. That would be funny. Christopher Walken's one of my all-time favorites, man.
Yes.
That would be funny as hell to him to have that voice. You talking about shocking? That would be bigger shock than anything. If he like starts doing. Can you imagine? Oh shit. Cap the Goat on Patreon. Thank you, Cap. There will be a battle at Winterfell. No one knows who's fighting yet. However, the Golden Company has beaten both the Dothraki and Sully in the past. Just hoping they do break the contract with Cersei. Yes, I think they definitely will. When you say they've never broken a contract so many times, you know what they're setting up. They're going to break their contract. And in the show they're kind of they're not really mentioning Blackfires, so they're going to fight for a Targaryen or something like that, which is fine. So they're going to do the right thing, and Cersei it's going to show that money can't buy everything that Cersei thinks it can in these kind of days. In the past, maybe not when the world's at stake, with the dead literally marching. You know what I'm saying? That they have no idea what's happening over there. So, yeah, I think that would absolutely happen. Let's see. Cap's also saying on Patreon, what about the damn horn they found up north? Would it be cool if they opened the ground above Winterfell and swallowed the army of the dead? I just think that was a shout out to the books and the Horn of Winter, Jormungand's horn. I don't think that's going to be used. You would have thought that Sam would have read something about it. Maybe that could happen. I mean, it could.
It could.
But here's why I say it won't happen, because if you have the Horn of Winter and you don't have Dragonbinder, there's no point. You can't. If you're not going to have them both, it should have been introduced with Euron, Dragonbinder to win the King's Moot, like in the books, which should have been done. And then if you had now the White Walkers are through the wall, there's no need to because here's the thing: when you blow the Horn of Winter, it's supposed to wake giants from the earth. That's a metaphor for earthquakes. There's no need for that unless, like you're saying, is against the White Walkers somehow. So that would be kind of cool, but I think it was more of a little nod or Easter egg. But they could bring it back. And you got to remember the horns too in the books at least are huge. They're giant. They're not this little thing. Dragonbinder kills the person who blows it. It burns their lungs out literally. So it takes a Targaryen to blow it. So yeah, I just don't think we'll see the horns in the show. I think it would overcomplicate things, especially since they hadn't been introduced previously. Okay, I got Peach had Herb's question there. Oh, Ricky called it. I did mention that. For some reason, the break song makes me want to jump out of a flying bus.
That's funny as hell.
Hey, I'm telling you, right before we started, I said, should I play the cat music again? And then I was playing Fortnite earlier, and it was just on the TV because I was like getting ready and set up. It was still playing in the lobby. I said, I'm going to play the damn Fortnite music. It's kind of cool.
That's the way it happened.
And I can use it without being tagged, for copyright crap, since they want you to stream it and shit. So I'm glad somebody, I guess you caught that. I know I said it a minute ago, but I figured a few of you might catch that. Okay, and then I got the Peach question again from Agneska, I believe. Or Agnes, yeah, Agneska. And then, okay, and Deborah's saying, hey, guys, we hear you. Okay. So
Very cool.
We're good there. All right. I don't know how long we've been going another 45 minutes. I don't know how long you want to go.
Sir Pounce approved the cat music.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. There's Cameo. Yeah, see, she's saying something to Smokahana. She hadn't been around in a while. She hadn't been in any of my streams.
No, she hasn't.
She's been MIA. Let's see here.
Faceless J, Q&A. Any chance for ice spiders or other new undead creatures for season 8?
Man, I hope so. I like to see some.
I hope so too.
I want to see what a Grumpkin and a Snork is. I want to see ice spiders as big as hounds. I want to see, I think it's cool. If you're going, like, if you had the dead polar bear,
yeah,
why not have some wolves and bears and mammoths come walking through with the army? They didn't show anything but giants though. They didn't show a mammoth, did they, in season 7?
I think so.
Did they show a mammoth coming through
marching?
the wall?
Yep.
Okay, maybe they did show a mammoth. I was thinking maybe they did.
Ooh, it's a good one.
But
for
yeah,
you.
I'd like to see some other creatures in there. I don't know if they will, but maybe do a little fan service with some ice spiders. But you'd think we'd already seen them riding them. Which one you got?
Yeah,
Jackie?
that Jackie Fox. Try that.
Jackie Fox Q&A at the end of the whole thing, and assuming she makes it, what do you think Brienne will be doing? She will become a knight, or will her life be changed dramatically?
It's a good question.
It is a good question. I
Assuming she
think
makes it.
that the rules will be changed, and she will be knighted
I'd love
as a
to see
woman.
it. Love to see that.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen, and that's what we're saying. She's going to fill out. She will have the authority.
That's true.
To fill out Jaime's book.
That's true.
So I think that Brienne will remain, actually become an official knight, because she is obviously a knight through and through, as far as vows go and honor and fighting ability. So that's what's going to change. She will officially be able to become a knight, I think is what's going to happen. And then we will see her fill that book out for Jaime when he dies in her arms.
Yes.
After he saves somebody, like Bran or something from the White Walkers. Whatever happens.
Give her a hug.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Brienne?
Yes.
Yeah, she's badass. Yeah, I remember the first time I felt when Renly died, I felt so horrible for her. Not even for Renly that much, because I like Stannis. But
right.
But when she was like blamed for it, and she just screamed in horror, and I liked Renly because Renly did that great thing for her. Like you finally heard the story with her and Pod about dancing with her and then because all the boys are making fun of her.
Exactly.
So I liked Renly. I wasn't saying I was rooting. I didn't like him and I wanted him to die, but I felt bad for Brienne getting the blame, and she couldn't do a damn thing about it. Knowing any man walked up in there, she could have whooped that ass.
Damn, Skippy.
But not a shadow. So I felt horrible. Alex, what's up, guys? Got to go to bed, so can you answer my question really quick? Alex, what you got? Did I not? I thought I grabbed one of Alex's questions earlier. I thought I did. Unless I lost it. Alex, what you got? I didn't see it. Anybody got Alex's question? Let me see if I can see it. Alex.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I did answer that. Alex, Q&A, he's asking, what's up, Chris? Do you still, James, do you think Melisandre's role in season 8 will be, and will Arya still take her out? Their meetings yet to come. I did, Alex. So maybe it was after. Maybe you just stepped away.
Yes. Yep.
But I'll quickly repeat it. I think Melisandre has to go out by fire, literally, saving or as taking part in the war. Now, whether that's the fiery hand coming over with her and Kinvara, who knows? But I don't think that Arya will kill her. I think there will be a meeting. Don't get me wrong; they will meet again. But I think she says, "I'm going to die anyway, honey. So let me go do my thing." And because Arya's kind of going away, starting to go away from the vengeance list thing, right? So I think Melisandre dies by fire in the actual war. Maybe she turns into a Roman candle, some magical shit, fiery shit. That's what's happening.
Apparently we got a troll.
Oh, what we got?
I don't know. I see people talking about don't curse at me and.
Ezio, I answered that earlier too, Ezio, as well. How do you think the Northern House will react to finding out Jon's Targaryen? Um, yeah, and maybe Jon will never find out. So I think that they, maybe I didn't answer the first part, so let me clarify. I think whether he keeps it to himself is, I think he has to reveal it just because of what you're asking, because we've seen Royce and those guys say Targaryens can't be trusted, and you have to see their reactions. You kind of got to see the payoff for that. So I think they will be at first very conflicted, and there's going to be some drama there because they've been told. They think they can't trust the Targaryen because they're all crazy or mad, and the Mad King obviously kind of ruined their reputation a little bit. But when they think about it for a minute and know that Jon Snow is as honorable as he always has been, supposedly Ned Stark's son, but he is still his nephew, I think they'll have to kind of accept it and change their minds and realize, wait a minute, maybe the name thing is not so important as far as what house you come from, what last name you have. And I think that's part of the whole message of the whole story. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to take a quick stretcher and we'll come back and finish it all, but we want to make sure everything's straightened out here and all that good stuff. See a couple more super chats, so I'll grab those in just a second.
I think I took care of the troll.
Okay, so we'll check everything. But yeah, let us take a stretcher. We'll be right back. back, I think. There we go. All right.
Oh, Cassandra, we see. Good night.
Good night, Cassandra. Thanks for hanging out. We're about to wrap it up next 15 minutes or so, but appreciate you hanging out. Must plus Satan, I mean Sansa just needs to go next season. She does nothing but be a victim for 7 seasons. There's some she kind of is. But she's finally learned. She's finally learned a little bit with the whole Littlefinger thing anyway. Now Princess Scarlet hears an owl hooting instead of a cat meowing. I can't win this game. It's unwinnable is what's happening. Let's see here. Hoot. Jeez. Let's just see. Agneska again. I'm sorry. I probably keep butchering that. Do you think that the White Walkers have an ice priestess, exact opposition to Melisandre? Maybe Night's Queen was an ice priestess. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they do now, but we don't know enough about their culture. If they have a culture, I mean, we do know from the books that they have armor and they have these weapons and this kind of stuff that it would seem to be a cultural thing. So we talked about that before. Do they have blacksmiths up there? Well, ice smiths. I don't know, whatever, to make their armor and all this shit. So we just don't have enough information on them to know. But I don't think there's a Night's Queen thing now. I think that was a legend that probably happened with something to it back then. But I don't see it as since I don't believe there are gods as far as a great other versus the lore. I don't see there needs to be a direct opposition with the human representatives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On Earth or the planet, whatever. So I wouldn't think so. I don't really buy into the Night Queen stuff. As far as currently, anyway. Sansa's pretty cold. She become a Night Queen. And see, look, I know a lot of people, talk about like, why is all the Sansa hate? You got to remember, in season 7, it was justified, all that Sansa stuff, because Arya herself said it in the show. You know what I mean? Talking about you don't. I know you're thinking it. Oh, Zara Sally, my son heard the theme music and thought I was playing a video game. Yes, he thought you were playing Fortnite.
I could see him.
Mom, are you playing Fortnite? I got the coolest mom ever, guys. See him tweeting it out. Playing Fortnite over here. Yes, that is video game music because it's allowed to be streamed.
That's funny.
And I just thought it was kind of chill music, and everybody was complaining last week about the cats and the other fantasy music it was supposed to be. Shit, I guess I just played nothing. I don't know.
That's funny.
All right. Let's see. Also, I want to say really quickly. Oh, I bumped that mic. Sorry. Thank you to, I think it was Lady Safara, new Patreon. Oh, no, sorry. Lady Requiem. Thank you.
Very
new
cool.
Patreon. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the support on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, I added a few new little things, tweaks to the rewards today. So you can check that out. And then, so there'll be some changes there if you guys are interested to check that out. Really helps this channel, especially during the off season while YouTube's broken. So I appreciate all you guys on Patreon. Let's see, we got a Patreon question. Michael Smith is grabbing Herb's. Herb Coswell. Herb, let's see, picture this. Euron and, let's see, Golden Company. Euron and Golden Company surprise attack the north and kill Rhaegar. He returns with the dragon and takes him to Qyburn, and he makes an undead Rhaegar for Euron. Thoughts? No. The show, sure, there's a minute possibility but I think in the books you have, there's another layer there with Victarion and the Dragonbinder horn, like we talked about before. There's not going to be any need for a man-made res dragon if he can even do it. So I don't know where Qyburn would get that. I mean, yes, he did bring the mountain back in some way, but we're talking about a magical fire breather. I don't know. I don't think there's a great chance of that. So Good thought. He's definitely interested in all that stuff. He picked up the moving hand. Mike Colton, and let's see. Thank you, Mike. On Patreon, on Twitch, you asked me about the new Alienware vision control. Yes, I thought that was really interesting. I must have missed your question until I watched the video. Alienware R4 has an optic sensor that allows you to acquire targets on screen with your eyes. It has a VR interface as well, but that is a separate technology. How many Twitch streams you'll run coming this week? That is very cool. You're telling me you're wearing something, and then you can pick up the target on screen. That's badass. And Twitch this week, I'm sure it'll be 3 or 4 nights. I'm sure. As usual, I will at some point. I will get a schedule, guys. I promise. I'm just trying to get the main channel, restarted, trying to breathe some life back into it. So a lot of editing and stuff, but I will get a Twitch schedule. But it pretty much has been almost every other night, really. Dead by Daylight and some Fortnite there too. Thank you, Randy Suematsu on Patreon. We know Melisandre is coming back. Will she bring more of her kind with her? And what exactly can they bring to the table? The whole fire thing has to help. Yeah, Randy, the big question for season 8 is, will she bring the fiery hand? And the fiery hand is there is 1,000 only, no more, no less, kind of like the Jedi Order. There's only, or the Sith rule of 2, was what I was trying to say. One a master, one apprentice. But yeah, there's 1,000 of these guys, and they are at the main temple in Volantis. And there's people were whispering that they could bring, Melisandre went to Volantis for whatever reason, and they think the reason could be she brings back the fiery hand. I think it would be cool. I don't think it'll happen in the show. I think she'll come back and do something herself, something magical. But I mean, I think she goes out literally in a ball of flames. Some fire magic thing to kill a White Walker or 2, or maybe a whole shit ton of whites or something. Like physically being involved in the war.
Yeah.
She's got to go out by fire. I don't think it's going to be an execution right now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Even if he shows back up and John said, I will have you executed, and Davos said, I'll do it myself. I don't think if she says, look, I know you want to kill me.
Yep.
But I can go out here and do this right now. And when they come in the next couple of days, they're on their way. I'm going to die anyway. You might as well let me help. You know what I'm saying? I think they're reasonable enough to say, okay.
Especially Davos.
Exactly. So, now, again, it does bring up the question, like somebody asked earlier, would Arya get to her first? I don't think Arya, for the same reason almost. Mm-hmm. Like, look, I know you're supposed to kill me. I've seen it in the flames or whatever. But I'm going to die anyway tomorrow. So, just let me take out a bunch of these fucking dead people.
Yes.
Instead of you, just getting some personal satisfaction out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the way I think Melisandre is going out. All right, let me triple check this over here. Okay, good there. Back to the live chat.
Good night, Tammy.
Okay, so that was, I got your question, Herb. Good night, Herb. Appreciate it, man. If you're out of here. Let's see. Karen W. Q&A, do you think Brienne will live? Jaime dies in her arms like it's been predicted, then who will write down the good deed? That's exactly what we think happens.
Yep.
We just mentioned that earlier. I don't know if you missed it. I don't know if that was before we went offline or not now. But yeah, we think Brienne will live. She will be knighted. She will be able to be knighted. The rules are changed. For women can be knights, all that kind of thing. And that will give her the ability to write down Jaime's deeds, whatever he does. He's doing something big.
Yeah.
For the white pages, for the white book.
Sure enough.
So yes, that's exactly what I think is going to happen. Excuse me. Let's see. Monkey Mail Dog says, House Stark will continue under Arya. She deeply understands the ways of House Stark from spending time with the Stark men and women, better equipped than, let's say, Sansa to pass on those traditions. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right in the sense of her truly being a Stark or whatever, but we were basically talking about the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about. So if Bran doesn't have children, I don't think he will. Sansa gets married, whether it's Tyrion or whoever,
yep.
Or the Hound. Some people think the Hound, Beauty and the Beast type thing. There was a connection there with the Hound for a while. regardless, if Arya happens to become a lady, still the name is going away. I think.
Yeah, and somebody asked earlier, do you think when it's over they'll get rid of that tradition where the woman takes the name?
Yeah, well,
so
I mean,
those houses
yeah,
can live
I
on?
think that's possible. I mean, because this is a fantasy world, right? I mean, it can happen, but I don't know if they'll go to that extreme in changing things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. He bases this off of real history and real life, and that's still pretty much the case, regardless. Even if you're not religious, it's just still a thing. So I don't know if it would change that in the show to that extreme. I think it'd be bigger things at first. You know what I mean? So lords and ladies are the same. Kind of that type of thing. So I don't know if they'll go as far as the name thing, just for the sake of the name. But they may. Let's see here. Everyone left alive. Let's see. Goonish tendencies Q&A. Everyone left alive in season 8 seems to have a purpose. Any theory on what Arya's purpose could be? Yeah, Arya is the hardest. It's one of the hardest to predict things on. We've said that the cat's paw blade will come into play again. I don't think it was just for Littlefinger. It could have been, but I mean, it's a Valyrian steel weapon. We've said that because, is she going to put this faceless assassin thing to use in the war somehow?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the question remains: how does she do that? Can she? She can't take a white face. They most of them have no faces. I guess maybe she could blend in somehow with them and kill a White Walker or try to kill the Night King, but. Again, I don't think, and I think you agree, that Valyrian steel can hurt the Night King. Valyrian steel or Dragonglass. I think Dragonglass is probably a part of Valyrian steel anyway. We don't think that can hurt him because he's already got a piece in his chest. So where does she fit? Does she try to assassinate him and give the fatal blow? Maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to work. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to predict Arya.
Angie D says Cat's Paw has a bigger role to play. Again, we've mentioned that as well.
Right, we have. We definitely think so, and we said that a long time ago. Actually,
I mean, really
long time ago. I mean, probably back in our old days of Q&As, right? I think it was probably when we first mentioned that before Dragon. I know we definitely mentioned that in Dragon too. Let's see here.
Oh, I didn't see somebody said the Polish Hammer, Mike. I just looked down and saw that Ivan Putski's name on my phone. I was like, oh, hell.
What's that? What we got?
Mike Bushnell had typed something about Ivan Putski. Do you remember him?
Oh.
The wrestler?
Yes.
I put the Polish Hammer.
Let's see. Faytown Matt. Thank you for the super chat, Faytown Matt. How will Drogon and Rhaegal die? What episode? Do you think eggs were laid under Pyramid and possibly under Winterfell if they stay beneath there at all? I don't know. I would think. I'm not 100% yet on the dragons all having to die. But I think at least one more will. And if I had to guess, I don't know. And this is going off of Miguel Schneepasnik directing episodes 3 and I believe it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's 3 and 5. I couldn't be.
What are you saying?
I would guess it would be in one of those battle ones. So I would guess 5 in the final White Walker battle, because I do think we'll get some in episode 6, the finale. I think we will get some post-war rebuilding. I don't know if it'll be a month later, a year later, whatever it may be. So I think it would have to be right before that. That would be a guess. As far as eggs goes, we have said again, it's just a kind of a won't. I don't know if we really predicted it because it's unclear how and when they can lay eggs, and there was speculation about eggs in the crypts of Winterfell before during the Pact of Ice and Fire when that was made back in history. But we said that there may be a scene at the very, very end of this thing where it's panning out somewhere and you see a clutch of eggs laying somewhere. Maybe just as a little, tease, even though there's not going to be any sequels. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That dragons can still live, magic can still exist in some form.
Yeah, and we'd like to see it. Like you said, it's not necessarily a prediction, but it's a you could see it moment.
Yeah, so I do think that, I think you probably have to have a dragon versus dragon battle, and I don't know, they maybe all have to die. It's still questionable, even if we go with our theory of the Isle of Faces.
Mm-hmm.
If that ends magic, the dragons have to die, because they're already here.
Yeah.
They're not being kept alive by magic. They're eating and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so just like we were talking about, can Bran, does he have to die? If all of a sudden the magic is cut off, he's not being kept alive by magic. He can simply tap into it, but he could go crazy like Hodor or something.
Sure.
So it's still a big question on how that works, the rules of the magic, right? So, I mean that would be a guess. It's just a guess based off again the big battles that I would guess would happen, and probably. Hell, you may see one in episode 3 and one in 5. You know what I mean? Rhaegar and then Drogon goes out last, or vice versa. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure on the dragons. Let's see here. All right, so we'll grab a few more. It's about 1 o'clock, and we'll get out of here. Everybody's got to sleep, we know. Yes, Gorlak, exactly. Dragon versus dragon fight over the Isle of Faces, while Bran is doing magical stuff down below.
Awesome stuff. That's awesome scene right there.
I can see it. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. Mustpuss, I don't know what it is. I just love Arya. I feel nothing for Sansa. A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
But also you got to think though. You got to say, Arya went batshit crazy for a while, and she's just now kind of getting back to, I think, kind of getting off that vengeance path. So I don't know, if one's better than the other, but I've always kind of felt the same way.
And I've always liked Sansa, personally.
Let's see here. All right, let's see. Andrea Combs, thank you, Andrea, for the.
Pardon, let me just say,
pause.
I didn't like her when she was a young kid in the beginning. The whole, the way she acted on the way, down the King's Road to King's Landing and all that. I didn't like that, Sansa. But since she's been treated bad,
the Brad, I'm going to be a princess, and that's all that matters. And you got to remember, she was supposed to originally, in the original draft of the book, she was supposed to literally betray her family for the Lannisters and have Joffrey's baby. You got to remember the origin story of her. She was made a lot better than she was originally intended to be.
Damn.
So a lot of people question, like, why all the Sansa hate? Because even though she went through a lot of shit, and I feel horrible for that stuff,
Yeah, it was bad
you
stuff.
do empathize with her.
Yeah.
But she still had this little thing in the back of her head about being a queen.
And Arya called her.
Arya called her on it, and that
did.
made me feel vindicated for the Sansa hate. It wasn't so much hate as just, that's what you're supposed to feel. She's supposed to be the Stark that you hate.
Sansa didn't know what to say.
Yeah, because she was right. Absolutely right. She called her out on it. So I think that justifies some of the Sansa hatred or whatever you want to call it.
Her own flesh and blood.
Yeah, I've never hated Sansa. I like Sansa. I've hated some of the things she's done and the way she's done them, given all the things she's went through. I don't deny her going through and being a young girl and not, being naive and, you know what I'm saying? I don't deny any of that. So it's not that I hate Sansa. I just hated some of the way she still was about her for a long time until Arya called her out on it eventually. But she has come through and gotten a lot better and learned, and the Littlefinger thing kind of closed that loop.
Yeah. And you did like her as Dark Sansa.
Yeah, when she came, I thought, see, that's where they kind of screwed up for me on the show, was when she went into Darth Sansa and changed her hair, black hair and the dress. I thought, okay, here we go. She's going to play the game. But then she didn't, again, until season 7. So that was the disappointment with that. All right, so let's grab one or two more. We'll get out of here. Getting late. Somebody just mentioned, I think it was Carts. Sansa made a bad first impression. That is very true. Let's see here. So, okay, let's see. Here we go. Ben G has a good one here, I think. Q&A, I think Callan was waiting to get hooked up to Weirwood Tree on the God's Eye in the event anything ever happened to Bloodraven. There must be balance. What do y'all think? It's certainly, you got to question, what is he doing there? We've said that a million times now. He went, of course, during the tourney of Harrenhal, way back, right before the war, Robert's Rebellion, essentially. And then, he's been back. He's just not sitting there for 14 years and never doing anything, never coming down to see Ned. There's no mention of that. There's no recent history between them. Supposedly so loyal to the Starks and Ned's best buddy and supporter because of the things he did for him and what I think the Knight of the Laughing Tree, Lyanna, did for him at the tourney of Harrenhal. Yes, he's doing something. I don't know, with Benjen having, with Jojen having green dreams, I do think that the Reeds are essentially interconnected with the children. The way they're described in the books, especially. Short in stature, the green men, all this kind of stuff is references to the children. So yes, I don't know how he fits in that. I don't think he's a full-fledged green seer, because that would take away from Bloodraven pulling the strings in the background or with everything. But I think he has some kind of ability. Something is there that he's learning from these Order of the Green Men, whatever this training means. So it's still a big question about what he's doing. But I think we mentioned the other week that he could be physically unable.
That's right.
To go to Winterfell, as in similar to Bloodraven, he is now connected.
Yes.
Somehow, and maybe his kids don't even know that yet while they've been gone.
I'm sure. That's
so the case. That may explain it, him physically not being able to get there.
I got a question for you
from the tree.
Told to grab. This is from Azora High. Says question Q&A. How is the House Dayne sword Dawn decided? Who decides who is worthy to become Sword of the Morning?
Yeah, it's not necessarily the son or whatever. It's who's worthy, and I don't know. I don't know how do you decide who's worthy? It's about honor, valor, fighting skill, all that stuff. You don't have to be it's not just automatically handed down to the first son.
I'll be damned.
So it's a little different from usual. Like,
I'll be damned.
For example, you take Cals Tarly, right, with Heartsbane.
Mm-hmm.
Sam was supposed to get that sword, but just because he didn't like Sam and he was more of a craven, he was going to pass it down to Dickon, the younger brother.
Yes.
So he was going to break tradition and kill his own son, but he got rid of him by sending him to the wall. And then when you go to the wall, you lose all. You're not essentially not the heir anymore. You don't get any of that shit. So
anything
that kind of justified it. House Dayne don't work that way, apparently.
I'll be damned.
You don't have to. They just kind of. It's whoever's worthy. It's almost like what's it called? What's the mythology I'm thinking about? You pull the sword. Can you pull the sword out?
King Arthur.
King Arthur. Yeah. Thank you. It's like who can pull the sword out of the stone type of thing. Who is worthy of that? Or Thor. Thor has to be worthy to pick it up.
Same exact
to pick up
thing.
his hammer. You know what I mean? So that type of thing. Or sun drop drinkers. Let's see here. Oh shit, Mando C. Wait a minute. Am I seeing a Tupac rhyme? Am I seeing this in Game of Thrones? John ain't no killer, but don't push him. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to killing White Walkers. Yes, I did. I knew I saw a Tupac verse in there, Mando C. I saw that. I saw that. And I saw it, man. I saw it. Yes, I did. But we changed the words to nicer words. But yes, you thought that was going to pass me. No, I just happened to catch that out of all those words on the screen. Oh, man. Good stuff. All right. Let's grab one more and we'll get out of here. Let me check and make sure we're caught up here on Patreon. Actually, we got one Mother of Dragon. Ned asked Varys, would you at least consent to carry a message out for me? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Varys says, that would depend on the message. I would gladly provide you with paper and ink if you like. And when you have written what you will, I would take the letter and read it and deliver it or not as best as it serves my own end.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I knew I had heard about paper and pencil. Remember I asked you that?
Yeah, right. But that's what I was saying before when we were talking about that the week after. I was like, I remember reading that part, and I don't think it was ever verified there was an actual letter.
Yeah.
It was offered. So thank you, Mother of Dragon. That clears it up with the other end, which was him reading or hearing the audio books or whatever.
Yep. While sleeping.
somehow we all got this thing that was in the show. So
that's how Mandela effects are created.
That is.
It is because you believe it with all your heart.
Right, exactly. Okay. Good night, Peach. Good night, Proto Peach. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you moderators. I really appreciate you grabbing questions and keeping things straight and all that good stuff.
Paula, I am distracted a little bit, but I'm all right. Thanks for noticing.
All right. So yeah, we'll get out of here. Let's see here. Everybody's saying a good night anyway. So yeah, we'll get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the moderators again. Like I was just saying, I really appreciate it. You guys help out tremendously. Grab questions, all that good stuff. Thanks to everybody on Patreon. Again, I say it every week, but you guys keep this channel going during the off season. YouTube is broken. It doesn't matter what I do. Nothing catches. Nothing goes over 10,000 views anymore.
It's mind blowing.
The money is gone. It's getting real. Something's got to change. So that keeps me going, literally.
Yeah.
And that's why Con is really in question this year too. So I'll try to get more information on the panels when that gets sorted out, and if that's going to happen regardless of panels. So we'll try to get you guys updated ASAP. This week, let me say, I got another foreshadowing video to do, and we'll have a podcast as usual, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're back on. I'm not sure about Tarzan, his move thing going on, so we're still not 100% on that. But yeah, we'll do a midweek Q&A again, I think. So after this post as a video, if anybody is watching this as a video, of course now there's going to be 2 parts. Parts 1 and 2, I'll label those after we finish streaming here. But yes, leave any questions that we missed in the comments, and we will pull from that and do another midweek Q&A, play some music, do it old school style. And if we get, I will say this, if we get some questions that deserve a little bit of deeper thought, you know, maybe it turns into a theory, we'll separate those and make them separate videos.
Make a little video out of it.
Yep, make it its own thing as opposed to like just one that's 12 or 13 minutes long with 6 or 7 questions.
Yeah.
We'll do that for sure. But yeah, if there's another in-depth question, maybe a theory-related thing, or could at least spawn something, we can start splitting those up and getting those out and helping out. Streamlabs?
Yeah,
Hoonjob. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I did see this a minute ago when you were talking about. Thank you, Andrea Combs, for the super chat.
Cool. Thank you, Andrea.
Callback quote: If you die, if you die, we are all lost. Season 4, Mirror to Bran. Season 7, Tyrion to Daenerys. Is it foretelling of their fates, surviving all the wars to rebuild Westeros? I think that's a great. That's a great catch. That's a great catch. So it was 2 different things, right? The Mirror Bran quote was, "We're all finished as in the human race."
Yeah.
And Tyrion to Dany was, "If you die, your whole vision's gone about remaking the world and breaking the wheel."
Right.
Which also ties into the human race, but it was more of the post-war thing.
Yeah.
So it's a very good parallel, and I think it's
really cool.
Certainly possible. So that could lean both ways. I could see that being for a little foreshadowing about they could die. But I think that mankind's going to survive, so that means Bran could live. But you could also see it as the opposite way. You know what I mean? Because what if they do survive, but then Dany's lost and her vision's lost, and they're still in a world of shit?
Dang it!
Because there's a big vacuum. So of course that's where Jon comes in, right? Right. That's where Jon comes in, who don't want to be king, who don't want to live in King's Landing with 1 million people,
right? No,
who just wants to hang out in the country and go hunting with his damn dire wolf and whatever. That's kind of where that comes in. But that's a great pickup, Andrea, as far as the parallel there. I'll use that for sure when I get there in season 4 for the Foreshadowing series for sure. So good catch on that.
Really cool.
And I think that Hoonjob told me to check Streamlabs again. I thought I was caught up there. Yes.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
I am. That was just do it again just to be sure.
Thanks, Hoon.
All right, yes. Thank you, Hoonjob. That's why I need moderators to keep me straight. So, all right. Jeffrey Fulton, Chris, is it possible that you guys can upload the live stream as a podcast? Yeah, actually, Jeffrey, I was going to start that today. I've missed the last couple videos, but I do have a podcast set up. As it's called Smokescreen Radio. It is on iTunes and Google Play, and I'll take videos that don't require visuals and put those on as a podcast. So I need to catch up on 3 or 4 videos. So yes, I can do that, and I will do that. So you can actually go subscribe to that now. Smokescreen Radio, you'll see my logo and everything. It's on iTunes, Google Play,
Very cool.
and SoundCloud. So that's already there. There's probably 5 or 6 videos up already, or audio files, I should say, as a podcast. So that is already there. I just need to remember every time I upload a video, if it doesn't require something visual, to upload that there too. It's just another step.
Damn
so
right.
Yes, that is there. I'm glad you reminded me. Thank you for reminding me of that. And I will start uploading these. I was thinking about today after I got the side effect done. So yes, I need to catch up on a couple of those, but I will do that. So check that out, iTunes, SoundCloud, or Google Play. Smokescreen Radio. But anyway, guys, we'll get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate all the Super Chat donations, all you guys on Patreon, your questions, and you being monthly supporters and all that good stuff. And to everybody just hanging out with us. We had well over 300 and something people, almost 400 again, on a random Sunday night in the off season. So cool to hang out with you guys. Really enjoy it. So anyway, again, we'll do a midweek Q&A. Be on the lookout for that. So leave any questions you have in the video after this post is a video, part 1 or 2, either one.
Yep.
And
we will harvest them.
Yep, and he'll pull them. I won't look at them. I don't look at them. He pulls them, and first time I hear him is when we actually sit down to record. So, all right. Thank you guys. Love you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.
Bottom of my heart. Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time.